It was May of 2006, and I was traveling 8,600 miles from my home in Phoenix, Arizona, to Bangalore, India. I grew up in Maine. Traveling to India was something I had never thought was going to be in my future. But I was heading there to onboard a team of employees. It was important to me not only to know their skills, what they wanted out of the job, but about them as people, their culture. So with that in mind, I decided to take a trip to what they call City Market. Now, City Market in Bangalore, India, can best be described as an assault on all of your senses. It's not a tourist destination. In fact, they kept looking at me incredulously when I said, I really want to go there. They're like, no, you don't. No. An assault on the senses. Sights I had never seen before, bright colored fruits and spices, lots of people. Smells, not all of them are great. There was a lot of livestock around. And did I mention it was May and really, really humid? So crowds of people, all these scents, all these smells, all of these noises that I had never experienced in my life. It was a little overwhelming, to be honest. I kind of stuck out like a sore thumb. So when I spied over in the corner of the market, this alcove, this concrete alcove that not only offered some shade, but it also offered a beautiful visual. See, it was in this basement-like structure that the ladies were sitting there, stringing flowers together, making leis for the temple. These colors in these flowers was absolutely amazing. And the smell of the jasmine in the air was incredible. And they sat there and they delicately strung these together. And as I was walking by and looking at them, one woman caught my eye. You see, she caught my eye because she was probably older than my grandmother. And I thought, oh, my gosh, she's sitting on that hard concrete floor, little bent hands, stringing these flowers for rupees. Wow. She had no teeth. She had probably nothing. So I unzip my very fancy fanny pack, as American tourists do, and I pull out my rupees. She doesn't speak English. I don't speak Hindi, so the international sign for, hey, I want to buy your things, right? And she looks at me up and down, and she goes, devastated. I'm so embarrassed that I'm backing away from her into my guide, and I say, Danny, my guide, I did something to offend her. Can you please go make it right? So he walks over, he has a little conversation with her, and then he waves me over. And she gets up, and she picks the most beautiful jasmine lei I've ever seen. And with her arthritic hands, she pins it in my hair. And again, unzip the fanny pack. And I said, I don't understand. Danny said, Belinda, you picked her. You honored her by wanting her flowers. Your debt is paid in full. That moment changed my life because I realized I had gotten it all wrong. I was a child of the 80s. I was climbing that corporate ladder. Next title, next promotion, corner office. I had it all wrong. I was defining my value by what I earned and not by who I was serving. When we put money before honor, we're only going to get so far. But when we truly serve from our hearts, the people who honor us with their time, their trust, their money, we will be abundantly rich. I have a journal from that time in India. When I open that journal, I see that lei preserved. Flowers are now brown and wilted, but they are my constant reminder of a woman who had nothing, yet was the wealthiest person I have ever met in my life. Made a lot of changes in my life after that. I left India a new woman, my heart full, my mind full, and actually my arms were full too. Because not only did I go home and quit my job, I went home with a dog I had adopted off the streets of Bangalore. And he was my reminder as well of what we can do in this world. So I would leave you with this: service over sales, honor over hustle, and most importantly, people over profits. Thank you.